Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Dylan, and I am currently in Great Smoky Mountains National Park in where's that?
Tennessee.
In Tennessee, in eastern Tennessee slash western North Carolina. Spending a few days here camping out with a buddy that I'll be interviewing in a little bit. We had a really good time so far. This is our last night in the park tonight. It is just so beautiful. They've earned their name of the Smoky Mountains. Some fun facts about the park. The smoke actually comes from a natural fog that emits from the vegetation in the park. So when you hike through, you can see it looks like there's a bunch of little campfires around. You have to catch it at the right time of day. Another fun fact, Great Smoky Mountains National Park is the most visited national park in the country. Averages over 12 million visitors each year. There's over 800 miles of trails throughout the park, including many parts of the Appalachian Trail in the Appalachian Mountains. The Smoky Mountains are part of, but the Appalachian Mountains are not the Smoky Mountains. They're just a part of them, right? Same with the Blue Ridge Mountains, which we drove through to get here on Blue Ridge Parkway right at sunset with a beautiful, amazing view. This has just been an incredible experience at the park so far. One of my favorites for sure that I've been to. We've done a lot of different hiking. We've seen a lot of amazing different views. My favorite so far, I think, has been the waterfall that we saw today. Had a nice little easy hike, about 2.5 miles each way, to a beautiful waterfall view at the end at Abrams Falls. So highly recommend if you come here. So now I'm gonna do a few interviews with a few people in the park. First up, my good friend Gabe Weaver. So, you want to introduce yourself for the camera real quick?
Hi, my name's Gabe Weaver. I'm a student at University of Texas, and me and Dylan came out here on a fun vacation to the Smokies.
My very good friends that decided to make the trek out here with me. So it meant a lot to me that he came. So Gabe, what's been your favorite part about the park so far?
I think one of my favorite parts about the park is, especially coming from like Austin, you don't really get to see too much like untouched nature out there. And this, I feel like we got to see like minimal like human impact and like how that leads to like essentially the great like ecosystem that is here in the Smokies and like the untouched lands. Like I think that was really cool.
Yeah,
like really fun. Not something we're really used to, honestly.
No, not at all. Talk a little bit about the Mount LeConte hike that we did yesterday.
Yeah, so the Mount LeConte hike, that was really fun, you know. That was it's considered like a strenuous hike, and I definitely felt it here and there. But it was also like nothing you couldn't do essentially off the rip, I think.
Yeah.
Like I have minimal hiking experience. I haven't really done that in a long time. And it was fun. That was a fun way to like get back into it. I will say the view was a bit different than normal. We had the fog rolling in right as we got to the summit of the mountain.
Yeah.
But that in itself was really interesting. I think we saw an eagle flying up there.
Yeah, we saw it.
That was cool.
What'd you think of the llamas?
The llamas? That was interesting.
That caught us off guard.
Yeah.
That whole talk about that. Talk about the like the little area that we found up there.
So I mean, it's a tough hike. Don't get me wrong. But then you get up to the top of the mountain and there's a whole community there. There's like vacation lodges and there's like a whole restaurant there. And that was interesting to see. I'm very like curious as to how all that got there, how many like animals were used for all of that. And I think that was probably kind of why the llamas were up there.
Yeah.
Bit of a pack animal kind of thing. But that was really cool to see. I mean, I've never seen them like face to face like that. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. Talk about we did Cades Cove today, and Gabe, you had said that was your favorite part of the park that we've been to so far. So why don't you like tell us a little bit about why that was your favorite?
I think that was my favorite part of the park, partially because you can drive through it, not a lot of hiking involved. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Very much like sightseeing, like scenic areas, a lot of just valleys that go kind of straight to the mountains after that, like pastures. Very pretty. We saw some elk out there. That was really fun. That was really cool. I did not expect to see any out here at all. I didn't know they'd come this far south. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Some of the houses out there were pretty interesting. They have churches out there that like still do services. I didn't know that was a thing out here. So.
Wait, they still do services?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
They said that in the.
Yeah, they have like a service. I thought that was what it was.
Are they? Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
assumed.
That's why she said it was like 11, 12, and 1.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
Like, I could be wrong, but I assumed that. I don't know.
They do something at those
Yeah,
at those churches.
small little.
I heard like demonstrations. So like we did not check that out, unfortunately. But the houses were cool.
Yeah.
And the mountain view just driving by was impeccable. It was amazing. The weather treated us kindly, which was very nice as
Yeah.
well. So
The weather today was amazing. Yeah, yesterday on the summit, on the way down from Mount LeConte, there was rain, and it was already kind of slick going up, and that was interesting. That was a little stressful on the way down.
Yeah, it was already wet when we were going up, and then we encountered some rain and stopped for a few minutes and made some new friends as well.
Yeah.
So shout out the guys from the University of Tennessee that we hiked back down the mountain with. So it was a little treacherous going back down, but we survived and we made it. And the weather cleared. By the time we got back down, the sun was out.
sunny. Yeah,
It was nice and warm, and you wouldn't have even been able to tell.
Yeah.
So,
And that's another nice thing about being up here in the Smokies, especially compared to like Texas where we're from. The hot weather out here is nothing compared to.
yeah, the hot weather is a lot different, and the nights out here get pretty cool generally. Very, very comfortable for this time of year.
Yeah.
So we've been enjoying it a lot.
Very much so.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I'll have you introduce yourself one more time for the camera.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Zach Russell. I'm a PhD student at the University of Illinois. Out here collecting some data with Penn State on bathroom lights.
Nice. And you said you've been out here for how long?
I got here on Monday, so about 8-9 days ago. Be
Okay.
here another 3. Be here just shy of 2 weeks.
Nice. And what's been your favorite part about the park so far?
I really enjoy getting back into nature. So Illinois, very flat plains, cornfields. So getting back into hills, pine trees are my favorite things. They feel like home for me. And I like getting to hear all the birds. So like the birds have kind of woken me up every morning. There's a phoebe in one of these trees that wakes me up every day.
Oh, wow.
And so I've enjoyed that. There's a pileated woodpecker flying around. You might hear him. Kind of sounds like a monkey. I don't know if you know what they sound like, but yeah. So getting to like be around the nature. I know maybe 2 or 3 mornings ago we had elk walk through the campground, which was really cool to see them
I
up
think I saw
close.
that, yeah.
So just kind of being surrounded by the nature is really my thing.
Nice. And have you been on like any like hiking trails or anything like that?
Yeah.
What's been your favorite?
Yeah, so I've stopped at some of the overlooks, and the rolling hills are gorgeous. I did Alum Cave hike when I first got here, which was really nice.
Yeah.
Not too steep. You don't have to ford any rivers, which is always nice in this part of the world. And it's a nice little view, and there's kind of this cool little, I don't know, have you done Alum Cave?
We did it.
Yeah.
We did yesterday. We did Mount LeConte.
Yeah, all the way out to
Alum
Mount
Cave,
LeConte.
and then
Yeah.
the second half going
Yeah.
all the way up. So.
I didn't do the second half, but like I turned around, so you come through, you go over the bridge, and there's that like little cave of stairs, and I think like that's kind of a nice little turnaround spot to hang out. The stairs and the cave are kind of a cool little geologic feature.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, nice,
So.
nice. Have you guys been out in the creeks looking for like salamanders and whatnot?
We've like kind of happened upon a couple of them.
Nice.
Yeah, we've seen them. I don't think we've been like searching them out, but it's been really cool seeing like a lot of the nature here. Like you said, like the first morning we were here, I noticed the birds, and like that was really nice. Like because it was like as the sun was coming up, like I heard a few of them and a few more, and it was like it's a nice easy way to wake up.
It is a nice easy way to wake up. Yeah, it's been really cloudy here, so not great stargazing. But when it's not cloudy, if it ever happens while you're still here, I would recommend viewing some of the stars if you could find a place without some canopy cover, maybe over in like the group camp area. Because I was here in March for a different trip, and the stars out here are just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey,
Awesome.
Thank you very much,
Hey,
Zach.
thank you.
Appreciate it. And so yeah, if you enjoyed and you want to see more content like this at some other parks that I'm going to visit sometime soon, make sure to like and subscribe, or don't. Yeah, and have a good one, guys.
Like, subscribe, and smash that notification button.
Notification.